Little side note here before we begin, make sure you go over and watch the first video, Do You Remember Rayman Origins? A lot of content in this one is passed over from the first video. Thank you. Enjoy the video. So last time I spoke about Rayman Origins, and honestly that video did so well that I just knew I had to make a video on the sequel. Rayman Legends is a platform video game developed and published by Ubisoft. It is the fifth main title in the Rayman series and a direct sequel to the 2011 game Rayman Origins. The game was released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U, and PlayStation Vita platforms in August and September of 2013. So, for this game, voice acting has actually been included into the beginning cutscene, so all I'm going to say here is sit back, relax, and enjoy the opening scene.
1 century. One entire century of yawning and snoring wildly. It seems that the heroes of the Glade of Dreams are under the effect of a mysterious soothing power. Well, my little ones just needed to take a big nap. Meanwhile, the nightmares multiplied. They spread. They generated new demons, even more terrifying than before. The Glade of Dreams is in danger, my friend. Go, quickly wake up our legendary heroes.
So as you can see, most of the story has actually carried on over from the first game, but a lot, and I mean a lot, of questions arise from this, such as, how is he alive, and how on earth has he multiplied, which, by the way, don't get answered. The game carries on the style of gameplay from Rayman Origins, in which up to 4 players simultaneously make their way through various levels. Lums can still be collected by touching them, but this time around, instead of collecting Electoons, you are freeing Teensies, the little blue guys, in order to be able to progress. In addition to the main playable characters, Murphy the Green Bottle, who first appeared in Rayman 2, The Great Escape, appears as an assist character. Murphy can now perform various actions such as cutting through ropes, activating mechanisms, grabbing hold of enemies, and assisting in gathering lums. These offer a range of levels in which cooperation is required to progress. The game features over 120 levels, including 40 remastered levels from the original, which are unlocked by obtaining lucky tickets, which can also win additional lums and Teensies. Some levels feature remixed invaded versions, which must be completed as quickly as possible. The game also offers daily and weekly challenge stages, in which players can compete with others via leaderboards in challenges such as collecting a certain number of lums in a short time or surviving the longest on the stage, which unfortunately has been shut down. Most of the same rules still apply, such as the quote-unquote bubbleizing and so forth. This time there are 700, and I repeat, 700 Teensies in total that you can collect. There are a lot more activities that you can participate in compared to the last game, like you can even play football with a friend if you feel like it. There's also a lot more you can collect, and even collecting lums is different. This time you're not collecting lums for Electoons, but you're collecting mostly for the purpose of unlocking new characters and for completion. In most cases, if you collect 600 lums by the end of the level, you'll receive a bronze, silver, and gold medal, along with a lucky ticket, which allows you to get either a new creature, lums, Teensies, or an original painting. Oh, and remember the nymphs from the previous game? Well, yes, they are here, and yes, you do have to rescue them, but doing this allows you to unlock them as a playable character. So what is the main objective of this game, you may be wondering? Rayman Legends contains 5 regular worlds and 1 bonus world that contains several levels inside paintings that the player can jump into and play. Most worlds and levels can be unlocked either from progressing through the game or by rescuing Teensies found in each level. The amount of Teensies in a level ranges from 3 to 10, depending on the type, with some found naturally over the course of a level and others hidden from view. Each area has a set amount of levels, such as in Teensies Trouble there is Once Upon a Time, Creepy Castle, Enchanted Forest, Dungeon Dash, Ropes Course, Quicksand, Dungeon Chase, How to Shoot Your Dragon, Breathing Fire, and Castle Rock. Now in each area there is a boss. After defeating this boss, you will have the very satisfying task of punching each one of the wizard's clones into space. And the last level, just for some added fun, is a music level. No, I ain't kidding, just take a listen to this. Ubisoft nailed it! You have now officially finished Teensies in Trouble. You will now move on to the next area, Toad Story. Now this area contains the levels Ray and the Beanstalk, The Winds of Strange, 600 Feet Under, Castle in the Clouds, Altitude Quickness, 6,000 Feet Under, When Toads Fly, Armored Toad, and Orchestral Chaos. Just like the first area, you'll have to play through multiple levels and rescue the nymphs if your heart desires so. The boss for this level, I will have to admit, is a bit of a weird one, as it's quite literally a toad who starts to freak out each time you remove part of his armor. But anyway, once you are done with that, you can finally... And then... And now we move on to the third area, Fiesta de los Muertos. We have levels What the Duck, Spoil the Rotten, Run for Your Life, I've Got a Feeling, Snakes on the Cake, Sprint for Your Life, Lucha Libre Getaway, Wrestling with a Giant, and Mariachi Madness. By the way, the What the Duck level is a fun little spin-off level where you are literally turned into a duck for the entire level. I don't know, just thought it was a fun little addition to the game. By the way, the boss for this level was done really well, especially with all the animating, like, damn, it looks crisp. I also really liked how you were literally thrown into a wrestling ring. What I also like throwing is this guy into space. I want to play a little game now. I want you to guess what music has been played in this level. If you said Eye of the Tiger, well then you are absolutely correct. Now for the penultimate level, I wanted to give a little bit of a side run. Well, not really a side run. I never thought I would say this in my life, but there is a stealth part to RAYMAN Legends, and the worst part is that it actually works. Whether you are stealthing behind the enemies or hiding from the line of sight of the drones. and especially bringing back a boss from the previous game in a normal and robotic phase. It just works really well, probably my favorite area in the entire game. 2000 Lums Under the Sea consists of the levels The Mysterious Inflatable Island, The Deadly Lights, The Ninja Dojo, Mansion of the Deep, Infiltration Station, The Shaolan Master Dojo, Elevator Ambush, There's Always a Bigger Fish, and Madman's Creation and Glue Glue. As I have mentioned before, the boss for this is quite literally the same as the boss in Origins, but as a mech. Glad to see some things coming back. And then we have this absolute masterpiece playing. Onto the very final area of the game, as you probably could have guessed, the hardest one. Olympus Maximum consists of shields up and down, the dark creatures rise, up and get away, the amazing maze, the great lava pursuit, up and escape, swarmed and dangerous, hell breaks loose, a cloud of darkness, and dragon slayer. Essentially the boss for this game is a cloud of creatures that you have to break off one by one. When you have completed this, you have finished the game. So that was the beautiful story of Rayman Legends. I really hope you did enjoy.